Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel today. Hey, so we got another Attack on Titan episode for you guys. Looking forward to it, of course. Last time out, our intrepid heroes decided to give the syringe to Armin. Is that the right decision? I think it is. However, only time will tell, because, Erwin's a massive loss, he's the leader of the scouts. He's the reason that they're still around. But I think Aaron pointed it out perfectly in that last episode when he was giving off all of the different times that Armin has saved him. So I think they made the right choice, for sure. But yeah, I'm interested to see what the repercussions of that are, because obviously Armin's not going to know anything about it. He's just going to be like, what's going on? Why am I not burnt to a crisp? And then someone's going to have to tell him, yeah, you're the new Colossal Titan. And I wonder if he will use his ability. Although, to be fair, it seems like the Beast Titan has fled. But then he said something. Was it you like your father or something? I can't remember exactly. But we'll get to the next episode. So everybody's gone. The enemies have fled. So does that mean we're going to finally see the basement? I mean, surely. What else is there left to do? Anyway, before we get into the video, guys, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more daily reactions. And of course, check out the JoJo series, openings, endings. Check them out if you want to. Be very much appreciated. Can never pronounce that friggin' word. And yeah, let's get to the video. So I'm really excited to see what happens now. I just can't wait. I just hope that we get to see the basement, but I also hope that Armin's okay and he understands what they did and doesn't feel guilty. Because I have a funny feeling Armin might feel a little guilty when he finds out that they chose him over Erwin. Oh, straight into the intro. Interesting. The basement! Yes! The basement! It's called the basement! That means we have to see the basement. Must be. Why are we seeing this again? Or maybe the basement was destroyed. Although the basement's underground, so technically it wouldn't be destroyed. Are these memories of his? Because obviously he was burnt to a crisp. I wonder if he remembers that. Imagine he's like not in a dream. He's like, oh my god, what's going on? Of course, if when they tell him, he has to come to that realization that he ate Bertholdt as well. It's a nice place to camp out. Could wear a shirt, Oh. Sasha's alive. That's good. That's good. Friends to the end. He must be confused as hell. Like, seriously, what's going on, Yeah. Yeah, Aaron, you tell him. You tell him. I'm not going to tell him. Everyone's just seriously in so bad shape, so the shit beaten out of them. Wow. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter that everybody died and that the others escaped. The walls are sealed. Oh, he's gonna vomit. Man, the animation is just beautiful. So visually perfect. I wonder if he regrets it. I wonder if Levi regrets it. You see, that I think that's the thing that's going to help them all come together and all realise that it's not entirely their fault, because at the end of the day, Levi is the one that made that decision, even though Erwin sort of moved his hand out of the way. Because there's always a new commander, but your kind of genius only comes around once in a generation. That's it, we're going to move on. Can't go back. Can't change the past. And I think deep down, Levi chose Armin because he knew what Eren and Mikasa were saying was right. Yeah, I mean, him and Erwin were pretty close as well, And in a way, he's kind of like Eren. He has to accept it. Eren didn't choose to be a Titan. So, Eren can kind of relate to him, I suppose. So does that mean Hanji's the new one? The new commander? All 9 of us should return. Oh no, we have to the basement. Idiot. Of course he does. I don't think he's ever let it go. Right. Let's find out. Oh man, it seems so long ago. Especially considering we were supposed to find out about it in the first episode. That basement looks very shallow. Like someone like me who's quite tall would probably have to duck. Man, I don't know how they do that every time, jumping off a wall. Wow. There were so many scouts and recruits back then, and none of them are alive anymore. Although I do find it kind of, I don't want to say ironic, I find it very strange, like, that no matter everything that they've been through, like all of this danger, the only ones that ever seem to survive are the 104 cadets. Like, no, everyone else dies around them left, right and centre, but they survive. Oh man, look at this. You just feel the pain and the desertedness of this place. I think I just invented a word there. So young. Wow. Brings so emotional, brings you back for the first episode. And just you just getting the sense of like the entire panic and desperation and despair that happened on that day, because everything is still in its place. Teddy's on the floor, boxes everywhere, chairs upside down. Obviously the building's falling to pieces, and you could just tell that it was cleared in a rush. I'm just loving this like slow journey from where they were to the house, showing us what happened, where trying to give us like a feeling of what life was like, while at the same time letting you know, shit, they are in deep danger. Oh, I remember that from the first episode. Wow, that seems so long ago, man. For you guys that watched it as it came out, that would have been what, like 6 years in real life. I'm just loving the music as well. The silence. And now the sound of perhaps joy. Like maybe we're going to discover something. Maybe it's a turning point. That Mom's shoe. His Mom's shoe. Oh, really? Nice. Wow. Man, this must be so emotional for them. It's crazy. Oh man, just get to the frigging basement, man. Alright, Grisha Jaeger, having come from outside the walls and thus know many secrets entrusted the basement key to his son. The basement will likely reveal the mysteries of the world, which Grisha couldn't mention to anyone. I mean, I suppose he couldn't mention it to anyone because they'd have thought he was batshit crazy. But, I mean, I just find it, story-wise, obviously, it's so convenient that on the day of the attack, he goes, right, I will show you the basement when you, when I get back, you know, on the day of the attack. Kind of like as if he foreshadowed the attack, like as if he knew it was going to happen, so therefore he didn't have to tell him. I am just so damn curious. I wanted to know. Since episode 1, we're finally here. We're finally going to find out. Man, they'd have been screwed if it did. Oh, I mean, what could it possibly be? You know, it's got to be some kind of information on his history, especially if he's from outside the walls. And if, you know, he's a Titan, and we've heard that Titans only have royal lineage. No, because now Armin's a Titan as well, so, yeah. At least he didn't have to bother with the front door. Yeah, I mean, thinking about now, it's been 5 years, right? And it hasn't even been damaged. Man, they are lucky. Oh, wow, that's pretty... Yeah. I just love the way anime does that sometimes. It just... You hear the sounds of things moving, but it's just got, like, still images. Unlock that door. Unlock it. Here we go. Slowly, slowly. Opening the door. Boom, Titan. Experiments attack. Everyone's like, what's wrong? Come on, Eren. Hurry up! So maybe it opens something inside the basement. Why didn't we just do that the first time around, you know? Maybe there's something inside here that it opens up then. Like a book or like a safe or something like that. Like a secret area. Because I suppose everything would have had to been top secret. Yeah, well, we keep hearing reference to these interior police. They're going to be like some sort of Gestapo or something, you know, like a police that, you know, the ones that were killing all of the people because of their beliefs, like Erwin's father. So they're basically Gestapo. Don't know why I'm only mentioning that now. Probably mentioned it at some point earlier. Don't remember. Ah, see, knew it. It's like a safe or something. It's like as if you had to wait for her to go, Eren, you need my permission to do it. Okay. Fucking hell, more tricks and trickery just to hide a few books? These books must be important. So what is it? Like an album? A diary? Just open the book already. Just open the book! That's a picture of them. Man, I'm gonna miss her, and he's so smart. You know, he understands everything. God, it must have been a hell of a choice choosing between him and Armin. Sadly, can't do that. But there's like 9 of them left. They're celebrating, and they don't realise that there's only a few of them left. Man, those books have got to have a lot of things. Oh shit! Like photos, they probably didn't have photos, and because, you know, technologically they're like what, 18th century. I mean, we suspected that, but that they live in luxury. Fuck. I wonder why they're showing us this. I mean, is that the end of the episode? No, I don't think so. I mean, oh, it is the end of the episode. No, there's a little bit more. But, I mean, so this other society, then other humans, they must have continued to progress. Ooh. What the hell? I'm so confused. So this is a young Grisha. This must be the society he was talking about. And they've obviously developed. So other humans exist and they've developed. Oh my god, we got a Zeppelin. So they've progressed to like 1920s level technology. And I mean, I've obviously no idea what's going on here. We've got no context or anything. Wow. So there's Grisha. No, Grisha, what are you doing? Gonna break the rules? Of course he is. Fuck. Wow. I mean, well, where do we even start with that? So, I'm not really sure if that was a bit of a letdown, you know, with the whole basement thing. You know, I was, expecting it to be like this massive, like, laboratory explaining everything to us. And we seem to have got like a picture album with descriptions explaining everything to us. And that's great, don't get me wrong. And I assumed that they've read these things, obviously, off screen, you know what I mean? And they've learned as much as they can. And then they've gone back to the walls, and, everybody's celebrating. Yeah, we've retaken the wall. And no one's actually paid any attention to the fact there's like 9 and a few others of them left. It's like, hello, everybody else died. You not notice that? It's just they were that concerned about taking the wall back. So, I mean, it's good. I mean, I don't really know where they're going to go from, how they're going to use all this information. I mean, a couple of theories, a couple of ideas that could come up from that is they could use the information to perhaps, I don't know, maybe develop technology based off of it. Or they could hide it like the previous governments did. I don't think they'll do that. Because they need to do all these things because, well, this just opens up their eyes to just like a completely new world, They don't, it just breaks everything that they believed for the last 100 years. And so I have a funny feeling that Hanji's going to be torn as to what to do, but I do ultimately think that she's going to advise Krista that, it's necessary to use this, to reveal it, and to go out there and try and discover it. I hope that that's what they're going to do, because, that is ultimately what I think Irwin wanted as well. He wanted to believe that there wasn't a world out there, and if they're going to do it, they're going to do it for him. And then we've got to come back to the fact that, we've got that little ending there, very significant, I think. First of all, Grisha, as a youngster, now we can see that they live in like an industrialized society. It's like they look like 1920s, early 1930s with the Zeppelin. So they're obviously way more advanced than the society that we know as the what would we call them? The Wallies. So way more advanced than them. And we've got a young Grisha breaking the norms with his sister, charging out. And I mean, I think it's very bold of the author to do this, because you look at that, and the first thing that I think of, I mean, I love history, and the first thing I think of are basically Jewish ghettos, from the 1930s. And it looked like that because they got to put on like this star, like in the Jewish ghettos. I guess it's based upon that. That's where the author got the idea from. So it begs the question, why are these, as a society or as a group, as a religion, as a species, or whatever they are, why are they herded like this into like a ghetto and forced to wear like armbands? And then it begs the question, do they accept that? Is that something that they want? Is that something that they accept? Is there any challenge to that? Why? Where did it happen? Why is it like this? So many questions about it. And I don't think we're going to get answers for a while with regards to that. I think perhaps we might get, I don't know, in the next episode perhaps, or episode after that, we might get like a focus of Grisha as a young child and what led him to get to the walls and where he ended up. Perhaps that will be the next episode. And in that, I think it's obvious. I mean, something's obviously forced him to do that, because he's got a fantastic picture of his family. So he obviously has another family there. So I think we're going to find a backstory of that, because he's got like a baby, like a kid, which means that Erin has a brother or a sister. I think he looked like a boy. So if that's the case, what happened to him? Is that what forced Grisha to go? They were all murdered or something. I don't know. But how did he get to the island? It brings up so many questions that need to be answered. The only thing I can think of is he, I don't know, bought a boat or something and then sailed it there himself. And I think it leads to the question that is this society oblivious to these, our guys, our humans, or do they know all about them? And if they know all about them, why do they want to kill them? And if they want to kill them, what is the motivation behind that? And then, you've got to go even deeper than that then, and you've got to think, last episode and, for the last few seasons, you've got Bertolt, you've got Annie, you've got Ryan, you've got the Beast Titan, you've got that Titan on 4 legs. It makes you perhaps go, why are they fighting it? Are they fighting because they're told that they need to fight? They're soldiers. So is what they're doing wrong? Because if they are essentially just following orders, technically that's not wrong, because it is a war. And, in war, soldiers follow orders. They do things that you would never consider doing. And so, it makes me think perhaps Reiner and Bertolt and Annie aren't actually as bad as they've been made out to be. And the Beast Titan, for all of his killing in the last episode, at the end of the day, again, he's just a soldier. And all of this killing and all of these things that they've done, have they done it because they want to do it? They take pleasure from it. That, you know, something they want to do, or is it because something that they've been told to do, ordered to do? You know, so if we really delve into this, you know, there's so many things that can be asked, and I just don't think I'd have enough time to even scratch the surface. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode, because I do think some of these things will be answered. Not all of them, because, you know, there's still quite a few episodes to go. But I do think that a few things will be answered. I do suspect, like I said earlier, that maybe the next episode after that, is going to be focused on Grisha and his childhood and his growing up and how he arrived at the island. You know, where they are. So, yeah. That's it. I have no idea if what I've said is true or anything, but thank you very, very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe for more daily reactions, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.